Unit 4 terms to know. Concepts. Basic level. Basic level concepts are those that are abstract enough to be general, but the members still share the same shape, movement, and biology. Basic level concepts maximize within category similarity and also maximize between category discriminability. We tend to name objects at the basic level and learn their names first. Behavioral equivalence class. An operational definition of a category where a category is a group of things that we behave the same way towards or that elicit the same response. Between category similarity. The level of similarity between members of different categories. Category. A group of things, objects, events, or ideas that go together because of perceptual similarity, shared features, shared origin, or related function. Characteristic features. Features that are characteristic of category members. Characteristic features are common to category members, but not necessarily required for all category members. Classical view. A theory of conceptual representation arguing that category membership is absolute and that concepts are definitional in structure. According to the classical view, a concept is the set of jointly necessary and sufficient conditions needed to classify members. Cognitive efficiency. The idea that a cognitive system is organized to reduce the time to retrieve and activate relevant information. Concept. A mental representation for a category of things or ideas. Concepts represent the convergence of perceptual, functional, logical, and lexical information associated with a class or category. Discriminability. The degree to which members of one category can be discriminated or differentiated from those of another category. Exemplar theory. A theory of category representation that assumes that categories are represented as memories for similar instances or exemplars. Family resemblance. The idea is that category members are similar and or belong in the same category because they share many characteristic features. Hierarchical view. A theory of conceptual representation that assumes that concepts are related to other concepts as hierarchies, where lower-level members, for example Siamese cat, all share properties of the superordinate concept, i.e. cat and animal. Inductive inference. Making a prediction about something based on its category membership. An example would be inferring that a dog will be able to bark because you recognize it as a member of the dog category, which has the property of able to bark. Linear separability. The idea that some categories can be differentiated from others by a linear combination of features. Prototype models have a linear separability constraint. Categories need to be linearly separable for the prototype model, whereas exemplar models do not. Necessary conditions. In the classical view of concepts, an object must possess these necessary features in order to be a member of a category. It's required. Probabilistic view. Any theory of conceptual representation that assumes that category membership is probabilistic rather than absolute. Prototype theory and exemplar theory are both examples of probabilistic theories. Prototype theory. A theory of category representation that assumes that categories are represented as prototypes, which are abstractions that summarize typical and/or ideal features. Semantic network. Any theory of conceptual representation assumes that related concepts are stored near each other in conceptual psychological space as part of a network of related concepts. Stimulus generalization. The idea that an organism will learn to behave towards new stimuli in the same way as previously encountered stimuli, and that the strength of the generalization will be related to the similarity between the stimuli. Subordinate level. Subordinate level concepts are more specific than basic level concepts. Concepts at this level tend to have higher levels of within category similarity and also higher levels of between category similarity. Sufficient conditions. In the classical view of concepts, if an object possesses these features, it is sufficient for category membership, enough. Superordinate level. Superordinate level concepts are more abstract than basic level concepts. Concepts at this level tend to have lower levels of within category similarity and also lower levels of between category similarity. Theory view. The theory of conceptual representation that assumes that categories are formed in accordance with our theories of how the world works, rather than perceptual overlap among members. Typicality effect. A typicality effect occurs when people are quicker to recognize, categorize, and/or name members of categories that share more features with other category members, for example, are more typical. Within category similarity, the level of similarity among members of the same category.